Wrestling in 2025 has definitely been a mixed bag, but that didn't stop Sports Illustrated from dropping their pro wrestling awards. We're gonna go through it. I'm gonna tell y'all what I agree with, what I disagree with, what I would change, and things like that. So the first award is Storyline of the Year, Hangman Adam Page's Redemption Arc. I agree with this 120%. I don't think any story in pro wrestling was better. It was just executed really well and it felt organic, and you could feel the Avengers in-game like build to everybody helping him. And then you got that sit down with Swerve. You had the Owen, him having to get everything right. And then it was primed by earlier in the year, the Chris Daniels, him retiring Chris Daniels, him feeling bad about that. And then you have this insurmountable force in Jon Moxley and having to stop him. And the culmination point of that at All In, which was my first All In that I've seen in real time, for him to be able to get that in the end and for him to not be able to open the briefcase at first and then him just crying and then him opening, it is just surreal. Like, I loved it so much, and I think that was the best storyline. Okay, so runners up. John Cena's retirement being a runner up is ridiculous. That wasn't good. So I don't know why that was a runner up. Downfall of the Death Riders has been interesting, but I do feel like it's been suffocating the show per se. Like, it's getting a lot of attention in segments, but I think John Moxley is doing career work at the same time. So it's a mixed bag. Rivalry of the Year, Hangman and Page, John Moxley. Again, 100% agree with this. The build point, even the Arena Mexico show sticks out in my memory. The promos against each other, John Moxley saying that Hangman Adam Page couldn't rise to the occasion, like stuff like that. It built the promo built, and then the match itself is a classic that people will look back on. Them two in a Texas match, like they're just gonna eat every time. 2025 runner up, Tony Storm and Mariah May. I forgot that happened this year, but I did really like that. I wasn't live watching it. I looked back through like YouTube videos and stuff like that, and I thought they had a really fun feud. And the fact that Mariah May ended up leaving after the feud amplifies it even more. And it really put Tony Storm on her path that she's at now, where she's like one of the biggest stars they have. An amazing feud. The Hollywood ending, I loved that match, and so that was great. CM Punk and Seth Rollins was a mixed bag for me because it did drag on a lot. It really did drag on. And at some points it's just like, all right. And then it got convoluted because Roman Reigns got added to the mix. So there was just a lot of moving parts there. But I do think that triple threat at WrestleMania was really good. So I will give it the push. But I don't know if runner up is the spot for it. Heel turn of the year, Naomi. Naomi getting heel turn of the year was great. I think it was a great heel turn. And I think the fact that Jade Cargill, like, I still remember that, her going to the elimination cage and then hitting Naomi instead of Liv. Like, that was a great build point. Everybody knew Naomi did it, but it was still cool to see that in action. And I think Naomi just took the ball and ran with it. And it culminated in her getting the women's title. So she did amazing work throughout this whole time. The promos were engaging. Her story with Bianca Belair and their falling out was great. And so she did great work this whole year. Let's see, runner up. Can I see runner up? Okay. John Cena and Becky Lynch. John Cena's heel turn, the actual moment of it was great, but the aftermath of it just sours that moment, in my opinion. So, but I still would give it. It was a good heel turn. Becky Lynch's heel turn, I can't remember who did she turn heel on. Was it Lyra that she turned heel on? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that was a good moment too. And then her and Lyra's feud was amazing. So Becky's been doing great work again this year. So yeah, she definitely deserves a runner-up nod. Best on the mic time was Tony Storm. I agree with it. I think her style is so intricate and like hard to do. So for her to be able to night after night to continuously give you like a quick 8 bars is ridiculous to me. Stay in character the whole time, like never slip up, anything like that. She's just been on point. And when she talks, she always makes me laugh. Like she's funny. But she's funny and she gets her point across. She doesn't sacrifice one for the other. So she's an amazing talent, and I think she's really great on the mic. Let's see the runner-ups. Can I see the runner-ups? Okay, the runner-up is Hangman Adam Page and Becky Lynch. I definitely agree with this. This is actually the best category they did. Hangman Adam Page on the mic was, again, great at convincing you to join on and cheer him on as he goes on his quest to get the world title. He's a great promo, and he tells a story again. Everything is cohesive with him since, like, 2019. Going back this year looking at AEW stuff for the first time. I can follow that up to this point and not be confused how he got from here to there. You know what I mean? Everything was cohesive and flowed together, and he's great at telling a story on the mic. Becky Lynch is hilarious on the mic, especially this year. She's been cracking me up. Her and Seth against AJ and CM Punk, that feud with them on the mic was hilarious this year. Like, they make me laugh. They're hilarious. Becky's hilarious, and she's been a pillar in the women's division this year. Okay, best in the ring, Will Ospreay. It not loading. I don't know why. I don't know why it's off his face. But I agree with this again. I've never seen somebody this athletic in my lifetime. I haven't. Like, watching him for the first time this year was crazy. He's doing all types of flips, and he can do anything you imagine in your head. He can do it, and so to see that in action is really truly amazing. I really hope he makes a full recovery. The way he moves is just crazy, and everything flows together so beautifully. He had the Hangman Adam Page match, which was spectacular. He puts on a show every time, and then him going out on that Forbidden Door steel cage match, like, that's the match he went out on, is crazy. Like, he has a great catalog this year. And so runners up, Io Sky, she had that WrestleMania match. Anytime she goes out there, she's gonna put on a 5-star classic. It doesn't matter who's across from her. She had that Rhea match at Evolution, I believe. But anytime she locks up with anybody, it's a classic. She's so talented, and can do anything. Tenosuke Takeshita, really fun too in the ring. Him getting a runner up though is really surprising to me. But I do look back on his catalog and I'm like, yeah, he was in the G1, right? And so then he was doing AEW stuff too, and his strikes are amazing. His Terminator dive, amazing. Everything he does in the ring, he's just so confident. Like, he exudes confidence, and he's somebody like you want to get on his side. So I'm highly anticipating that babyface turn. Breakout Wrestler of the Year, Kyle Fletcher. Yeah, I agree with that. What he's been able to do, even still to this day with the Continental Classic, he continues to make himself look amazing. He continues to not really show any, I don't want to say any weaknesses, but his game is just so complete to me. Like, he just does everything I need him to do. He's entertaining. The pink gear, like, yes. I'm trying to think. He had the Hangman Adam Page match, which was really good. He had the TNT title run, which was really good. This Continental Classic run, you can put him out here with anybody, and he's gonna ball. So yeah, he's amazing. And then yeah, the Dustin Rhodes Chicago Street Fight, like, yeah, he's one of those ones. Dominic Mysterio, yeah, he has, but I feel like 2024 was more his breakout. I don't know, but the stuff with Liv has really popped this year. Yeah, that was SummerSlam. So yeah, the stuff with Liv has really popped. What he's been doing with that, the Double A run has been really amazing. What else has he had going on? The John Cena match recently was amazing. Like, he's just really good. He knows who he is. Like, and it's unshakable and unchangeable, really, and nobody can really stump him up or make him seem like he's out of character. Like, he's always just gonna be himself, and so he's amazing. Javon Evans, yeah, like, he showed everybody, and now he's on all three shows. On WWE, he's on SmackDown, he's on NXT, he's on Monday Night Raw. You can't turn on WWE programming without seeing his face. That's how much of an impact he's made this year, and it's phenomenal to see. He's only 21 years old, but he does stuff that nobody has ever done in the ring. So really, really cool. And his height coupled with his athleticism, coupled with his creativity, is a main event. That's a main event star to me. And so him getting the NXT title only a matter of time. Him being on the main roster only a matter of time. He's a dynamic talent. And I think, is that it? No, comeback performer of the year, Ilya Dragunov. Yeah, Ilya showed up and showed out. Once he got back, he had his return against Sami Zayn. He just got up and moving. He got the title same day, and with that reign, he's been able to put on so many people and have so many great matches. Like, the Carmelo Hayes match recently was really great, and they seem to have a, like, partnership going forward. Who else did he face? Champa. Just so many people. Hold on, let me see if they tell me here who he faced. Nathan Frazier, Axiom, Aleister Black, JD McDonough. Like, he took the ball and ran with it. Like, from what Sami Zayn was doing with the open challenges, he took that and he ran with it. Runner up, Becky Lynch, Bandino. Yeah, Becky Lynch. Yeah, because she did come back this year. Yeah, she's been it feels like she was sitting at home and she's like, I know what I really want to do. And she came in here and she executed that to perfection. It feels like it just feels like she's really having fun and like the most fun. Like she's just doing whatever she wants to do. Bandito, this is my first year watching him. I love him so much. Like I really want him to get an AEW title. I know he has the Ring of Honor one, but I really want him. Bro Dito as a tag team, they've dominated him by himself. His match with Hechicero was really impressive. His match with Takeshita. Who else? It feels like he's wrestled anybody and everybody, and he's shown out every single time. Like he just has a presence about him. And like he's actually a good promo too. Like I've seen some behind the stage clips with him. Like he's just a cool guy, and his feats of strength are amazing, and he can always do the cool luchador moves that are patented and trademarked, and he can do all that cool stuff. But also the power game is really cool. Yeah, he's an amazing talent as well. Tag Team of the Year, FTR. I don't watch FTR matches. I'm sorry. I don't watch FTR matches, so I really can't give y'all an opinion. But if I had to pick personally, it would have been the Young Bucks. I just think since maybe they came back too late in the year, but to me, ever since they came back, they've been on. Like they've been on, and it culminated kind of with the Elite reunion. They just had a match Wednesday on Dynamite. Like I think they're probably my favorite, and they're multi-mans and all of that, but I guess they haven't really mixed it up with the tag division that much. It's really been like three-way matches, not three-way matches, trio matches and stuff like that. So they really haven't really squared up that much. Jet Speed as well is another great shout, I think. I really enjoyed Jet Speed this year, but yeah, I do not watch FTR matches. Yeah, so the runners up, the Young Bucks, Bro Dito. I actually would give it to Bro Dito. I think they've done a lot. Whoa. I think they've really done a lot, and so I think I would probably give it to Bro Dito. Yeah, Bro Dito's great. Okay, match of the year. Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania 41. This was short, but this was amazing, and it felt like everybody was rooting for each other to win. Io Sky, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley. People have been wanting to see Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair for a minute, and we got like a little look at that here, and it was godly. Like the little what 4 minutes they had or something when Io was out of the ring, like they match each other in power and all that, and so this is where Bianca hurt her finger pretty bad, but she like gave a show. Io Sky ended up retaining, which I thought was the right choice. This was just really good. This was actually the best Mania match that weekend. Like this showed up and showed out. Yeah, they ate. This was really, really good. It was fast paced too. Like everybody was, yeah, that was amazing. Runners up, Hangman Adam Page versus Jon Moxley at All In. I agree. And Hangman Adam Page versus Will Ospreay. I agree. Both of those matches. If I didn't say this match, I would have said one of those two matches. So I definitely agree with that. Show of the year, AEW Double or Nothing. Yeah, I think everything was hitting on all cylinders because you had the Anarchy in the arena match. You had Hangman and Will Ospreay tearing it up, and they had to follow the Anarchy in the arena match, and they still tore it up. Ricochet and Mark Briscoe in that stretcher match, that was great. Okada versus people Mike Bailey was great as well, and so this had really everything you really need in a pay-per-view. Like I saw everything I needed to see. And Anarchy in the arena had the women too, like Willow and Marina Shafir. So it was great as well, and it kind of showed a new element because pardon me if I'm mistaken, but no Anarchy in the arena had women in it before. Runners up, WWE Evolution. Yeah, I think Evolution is WWE's best pay-per-view of the year. That or the recent Saturday night's main event. Evolution was great. It ended with Naomi cashing in, which was a great moment. Sol Ruka, I believe, had a tag team match, which I remember being really good. Becky and Lyra, I think, had a match. I think. I just remember that pay-per-view being very good, and like WWE kind of tried to set them up a little bit, but they still overperformed. AEW All in Texas, I agree with that too. The Young Bucks, Will Ospreay, Swerve Strickland match, the main event. What else? There was a whole bunch of matches. The Casino Gauntlet I thought was pretty cool too. So AEW All in Texas, and the atmosphere, like you really can't trade the atmosphere in. It was amazing as well, and so I really like these pay-per-views. Female Wrestler of the Year, Mercedes Moné. I agree with this. Nobody did more. Like it felt like she was working every day of the week. going to a whole bunch of different places, helping indie promotions out, getting their title belts, and helping put on new talent. She did that. I want to say her Forbidden Door match with Persephone, Alex Windsor, and somebody else from Stardom. I can't remember. But they all showed up and showed out as well. And I remember that match fondly in my mind. She became the first woman to wrestle in the Tokyo Dome, Arena Mexico, Wembley Stadium, and Madison Square Garden. Amazing. That match with Athena was great as well. And so she's had a multitude of great matches, and it seems like that's all she does is have great matches. And so she definitely deserves that. And then Timeless Tony Storm and Io Sky, I agree with that 100%. I think Timeless Tony Storm did a lot, elevating that title and just being a star on the programming. And Io Sky has been one of the best wrestlers, like, on WWE's roster, regardless, man, woman, whatever. She's been showing out. So I agree with that. Male Wrestler of the Year, Hangman Page. Agree with that again. I think nobody has a better catalog to stack against him, but catalog coupled with story, like that run from, I guess, the Christopher Daniels thing. So first of all, he had the MJF feud. So after the Christopher Daniels thing, then he went to the MJF feud. Then he went to his run, his redemption, the Owen tournament, and then the build to All In with the Death Riders and him getting everybody together, and then we went to All In. Like, that's an amazing year. And in these past couple of months, like, he's been having good title matches. Maybe the reign wasn't what I thought it was gonna be, but he did have good matches, and so you can't miss on that. He is the wrestler, the man's wrestler of the year. Like, he is the male wrestler of the year. He has to be. And so let's see the runners up. John Cena, Jon Moxley. I don't know if I'd put John Cena on here just because he didn't, like, the people he did wrestle on this retirement tour, it wasn't. The AJ Styles match was really good. The CM Punk feud was, like, cool, I guess, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think him retiring, you do have to give him that spot, but I don't know. I think his retirement match was really good, though. And so that's a cool aspect of it. Jon Moxley, a lot of people hated him at the beginning of the year, but he turned it around. Like, his PR did a full 180. It's crazy because now everybody loves him a lot. And I think it's well-deserved. I think the work he's been doing is amazing. He's been having great matches, putting people over, and he's also been on this downward spiral, losing a whole bunch of important stuff, and he's about to get kicked out of the Death Rider soon. And so, yes, I do agree he should be on this list. Promotion of the Year, All Elite Wrestling, yeah. AEW had the best year. And it's, like, undebatable, really, between, I guess, the top three promotions. So, New Japan Pro Wrestling, WWE, AEW. I think AEW had the best year. I've been the most consistent watching them, like, week to week. I think they have better shows week to week. I think they had better pay-per-views. I think they had better stars. I think they had better stories. And so, yeah, I just don't, in good conscience, think you can give it to WWE. Like, I feel like WWE did nothing better than AEW this year in terms of the composition and build of the show, in terms of their wrestling, the wrestling matches, in terms of the story. I don't think WWE compared to AEW at all this year. And WWE has next year to try to figure something out, because this year was really bad from them. It was crazy to witness, because it was like, how did we get here this fast? But they do need to get it together, because 2025 was not their year at all. It was AEW's year. And so, yeah, I definitely agree with these. Most of these are, like, completely right. And the runners-up was CMLL, and WWE. CMLL I haven't seen, so I don't know. WWE, I don't think it has been that great this year. But again, they still been getting numbers, so it makes sense. Yeah, I think this makes sense. And their Legacy Award goes to John Cena. Makes perfect sense. One of the greatest of all time, retiring. Did a whole bunch for WWE and wrestling as a whole. So, yeah, I think this list was mostly right. I did see a little bit of outrage, but that didn't make any sense to me at all, because I think these were all logical answers and logical conclusions to go to. So, I don't know. I think this was a good list, and I think if I made my own list, it would definitely mirror this a lot. A lot of this was right, in my opinion. So, thanks for watching. Follow me at TikTok at Morgan's Point of View _. More YouTube videos coming, I guess. This was a fun little look through of the Wrestling Awards. I think it was really cool. I think Sports Illustrated doing this every year is really cool. I do a podcast. If you want to see more wrestling takes, more sports takes, more sport takes on pop culture, on TV, stuff like that, make sure to tune into that every week, sort of, kind of. So check into that, please. Thanks for watching.